The Hook, an alien world. We look to the stars to find alien life. We spend billions of dollars sending rovers to Mars, searching for just a single drop of water or a sign of bacteria. But we often forget that there is an alien world right here on Earth. A place so dark that sunlight hasn't touched it in 100 million years. A place where the pressure is so intense it would be like having an elephant stand on your thumb. A place that is deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Welcome to the Mariana Trench. Located in the western Pacific Ocean, this is the deepest scar on our planet's crust. It plunges down nearly 11 kilometers, or 36,000 feet, into the Earth. For decades, scientists thought this place was a dead zone. They believed the freezing temperatures and crushing pressure made life impossible, but they were wrong. Today, on MindSpark TV, we are taking a journey to the bottom of the world. We are going to meet the monsters that live in the shadows and discover a terrifying truth that humans have left behind, even at the deepest point on Earth. The descent into the crush. To understand what lives at the bottom, we first have to understand how impossible it is to get there. If you dropped a stone into the Mariana Trench, it would take over an hour just to hit the bottom. As we begin our descent, we leave the blue waters of the surface behind. At 200 meters, photosynthesis stops. We are now entering the twilight zone. Food is scarce here, and animals have to be creative to survive. At 1,000 meters, we hit the midnight zone. The only light here comes from the animals themselves, bioluminescence. Creatures here create their own light to hunt in the absolute darkness. But we are going much, much deeper. Past 6,000 meters, we enter the Hadal Zone. This area is named after Hades, the Greek god of the underworld, and the name fits. The conditions here are hellish. The water pressure is 1,000 times greater than at sea level. To put that into perspective, it's the equivalent of having 50 jumbo jets piled on top of you. At this depth, water molecules themselves are actually squeezed together so tightly that their density changes. Any normal fish or human would be instantly crushed. Our bones would snap and our lungs would collapse in milliseconds. So, how is anything alive down here? The survivors, meeting the locals. Life finds a way. The creatures of the Mariana Trench are true survivors. They have evolved in isolation for millions of years, and they look like something out of a science fiction movie. Let's meet the locals. Number 1, the Mariana snailfish. This is the deepest fish ever caught on camera, found at over 8,100 meters deep. It doesn't look like a monster, does it? It looks fragile. But this little fish is a biological miracle. It has no scales. Its skin is transparent, allowing you to see its internal organs. Even its bones are not fully hardened. They are soft and flexible to withstand the pressure. If you brought this fish to the surface, it wouldn't just die, it would literally melt because its body depends on that extreme pressure to hold itself together. Number 2, the giant amphipods. In your garden, you might see tiny insects or pill bugs. In the trench, we have amphipods, shrimp-like scavengers. But down here, they experience something called deep-sea giantism. Some of these creatures grow to the size of a rabbit. They are the vacuum cleaners of the trench. They eat anything that falls from above. Dead whales, sunken wood, and, as we'll find out later, even things they shouldn't be eating. Number 3, the xenophyophores. These look like rocks or sea sponges, but they are actually single-celled organisms. Imagine an amoeba, a germ you need a microscope to see. Now imagine one the size of a dinner plate. That is a xenophyophore. They are some of the largest single cells in the entire world, and they cover the floor of the trench like a living carpet. The mystery, the sounds of the deep. Despite what we know, 95% of the ocean remains unexplored, and sometimes the ocean speaks back. In 2014, scientists heard a mysterious sound coming from the trench, a metallic, alien-sounding noise they called the biotwang. For months, no one knew what it was. Was it a submarine? A new sea monster? It turned out to be a never-before-heard call of a minke whale. But it proves that even large animals interact with these depths in ways we don't fully understand. And there are rumors. Stories from the few people who have visited. In 1960, the first men to reach the bottom in the Bathyscaphe Trieste claimed they saw a flatfish at 11 kilometers deep. Biologists say that's impossible. Fish can't survive that deep. So what did they see? A sea cucumber? Or something we haven't discovered yet? The tragic discovery. We have sent robots to the deepest point on Earth. We have sent billionaires and explorers like James Cameron. But recently, a deep-sea submarine found something else sitting at the very bottom of the Mariana Trench, 11,975 meters down. It wasn't a monster. It wasn't an alien ruin. It was a plastic bag. Think about that. In a place where no human can survive, where sunlight has never reached, our garbage has arrived before we did. Scientists even discovered a new species of amphipod down there and named it Eurythanes plasticus because inside its body they found microplastics. We have essentially infected the most remote place on our planet. Conclusion. The Mariana Trench is a reminder of two things. First, that our planet is still full of mysteries waiting to be solved. We are sharing this Earth with creatures that are as alien as anything in a science fiction movie. And second, that everything is connected, from the plastic bottle in your hand to the bottom of the deepest ocean. What do you think lives in the parts of the trench we haven't explored yet? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to spark your mind with more mysteries of the universe, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. This is MindSpark TV. Stay curious.